Good morning, Fire Tech Nation. So I'm here with another episode of Saturday Morning Coffee. And as you can see, yes, that's Martini Blue. Still rocking the Intel ARC B580. You know, I'm still drinking my coffee. So we're gonna get right to it. The industry is kind of buzzing the last couple of days after Computex because people are saying NVIDIA is still planning the fabled RTX 50 series Super series. This is not gonna happen, people. VRAM is RAM. It's insanely high. We all know this. You got RTX 5080s costing right now what the 5090 should cost. You have 5070 Ti's at $1,500. That's supposed to be right around 1,000, if that. Actually, probably not. I think they're supposed to be like 800, 799, something in that area. And you talking about bringing out cards with 3 gig modules instead of 2. So that makes everything go up. 48 gig 5090 is a card note, people. NVIDIA has to have more sense than this because the majority of gamers right now barely scratching the surface using 50 series cards. You see a lot of people with 50 series cards and think like, oh, I wish I was like them. You don't understand how minuscule that is. Go take a look at Steam's guide and see how many people are actually using 50 series cards versus 40 versus 30. To do this right now just doesn't make any sense. It's not feasible. But I don't think it's going to happen right now. Do I think it's going to happen? Do I think they push the 50 Super Series back another year? Yeah. I think the end of 2027, we are going to see them. Right now, I don't believe we are. And before anybody comes from my head saying, oh, you just can't afford it, you better take a look at my page, buddy. Because I have not one, not two, not 3 5080s, but 4. I have a 5090 and a gang of 5070s. Yep, I'm talking crazy, but don't come from my head unless you look at my page and understand what I'm talking about. I'm only saying this because for the average consumer, these prices will be too damn high. But I do got some good news. Intel's not leaving the discrete marketplace. They are staying around. They're going to continue to push the ARC B580. I know they are because they just updated the drivers the other day. They just updated the drivers for their professional series, the B70, to allow you to play video games with 32 gigs of RAM at $1,000. Now, the problem is, since it was geared toward, work production, I think that it like actually has the capabilities, even with 32 gigs of RAM, of around like a 5060 Ti 5070, but it's $1,000 for 32 gigs of RAM. So you can play games at high performance and work on it. I'm just saying, if that's your thing. Long story short, you can still buy the B580 and be okay knowing that it's gonna stick around. And if they ever drop this guy for a reasonable price, which I believe they're not dropping it because of the VRAM, and I'm pretty sure everybody in the industry knows that's what it is as well. Not just because of the sales, but because this would be a killer option right now. But it also would cost them a lot more money than they want to put on the market for. But yeah, feel comfortable. Grab those B580s. We need a third option in the game before somebody drop a Lexus payment / GPU. Anyway, like I always say, this Sean Rain, get in the end game, get a PC.